If you want to know the best Souls-like games to get this winter sale, you are in the right place. I've spent hours hunting the best games with immense value for you, so I can give you my top 10 Souls-like titles that you can't afford to miss this holiday season. Like for example, the Mandragora, Whisper of the Witch Tree is one of the interesting Metroidvania Souls-likes that came out this year. Metroidvania Souls-likes are a breath of fresh air, at least on my end, giving me a sense of a different spin and perspective on my all-time favorite genre. Mandragora Whisper of the Witch Tree is a dark fantasy action RPG where you journey into a decaying world full of monsters and secrets. You play as an inquisitor exploring a vast, interconnected world filled with nightmarish creatures and mysteries. You can choose one of 6 unique classes, each with its own playstyle. Whether you prefer fighting with blades or magic, there's a class that fits your style, and you can build them however you want as you progress. You create your Inquisitor and develop them through 6 talent trees with hundreds of skills and combats upgrades available. You can craft powerful weapons and gear to define your playstyle, die less, and deal death faster. Crafting hundreds of weapons and items gives you a lot of flexibility in how you approach combat. Combat is simple to grasp but has nuanced depth. You'll dodge, parry, and strike with perfect timing to avoid a pitiful fate. Master your craft through brutal battles where positioning and timing matter more than button mashing. Get this awesome Souls-like title for just 24 USD with a discount price of 40% and start your one-of-a-kind journey today. Coming in hot in the top 9 spot is the Ender series, or perhaps the one that started it all, the Ender Lilies Quietus of the Nights, that you can get for a whopping 9.99 USD at a discount rate of 60%. Long ago, in the distant reaches of the land's end, an unforeseen rainfall transformed all living things into frenzied, undead monstrosities known as the Blighted. The kingdom fell into ruin with no end to the accursed reigned inside, and now you're here to uncover what happened. You lead a contrasting cast of characters. You as a young woman, join forces with cursed knights and will journey through this fallen kingdom and piece together the mystery of the Reign of Death. You will explore the vast interconnected kingdom of Land's End and discover all of its secrets. Journey through sprawling and hauntingly beautiful locations, including a submerged forest, a sealed-off contaminated underground cavern, and a grand castle. Combat revolves around attacking, evading, and dashing, and reading through opponents' attacks to survive. You will face intense battle against former friends gone mad, or ferocious bosses now transformed into the Blighted. Timing and positioning are key to victory. You acquire melee, range, magic, and other skills by recruiting defeated foes. This means every enemy you beat can potentially become a new ability in your arsenal, giving you a lot of flexibility in how you build your character. While you are checking Ender Lilies, why not check the latest entry in the series that just came out last year, the Ender Magnolia. With a heavily discounted price of 16 USD, your hard-earned cash is simply worth it with this Metroidvania Souls-like experience. Another Metroidvania Souls-like is entering the space, and one of the best and most distinctive because of its pixel art style. Blasphemous is a dark gothic action platformer where you explore a nightmarish world of twisted religion. Blasphemous 1 and 2 bundle is now available for just a whopping 11 USD under a heavily discounted rate of 77%. A foul curse known as the Miracle has fallen upon the land of Custodia and all of its inhabitants. You play as the Penitent One, a sole survivor of the massacre of the Silent Sorrow, trapped in an endless cycle of death and rebirth. It's up to you to free the world from this terrible fate and reach the origin of your anguish. The game features a non-linear, interconnected world where you will overcome fearsome enemies, deadly bosses, and brutal traps as you venture through a variety of different landscapes. You'll search for a redemption in the dark gothic world of Custodia, discovering secrets and pathways that opens up as you gain new abilities. You wield the sword Mea Culpa, born from the guild itself. Combat is fast-paced and brutal, and you will acquire devastating new combos and special moves as you purge all in your path. And I believe that No Rest for the Wicked deserves more attention because of its distinctive art style and great gameplay. The game is still in the early access stage, but it gets constant updates and will receive its online multiplayer mode early next year. In the year 841 TE, King Harol is dead and something far worse has awakened. The Pestilence, an unholy plague unseen for 1,000 years, now sweeps across the land, corrupting everything it touches. Madrigal Celine, a ruthlessly ambitious figure in the church, sees this catastrophe as her opportunity to prove herself in the eyes of her god. You are a Serim, one of the mythical holy warriors blessed with remarkable powers and sworn to defeat the pestilence at any cost. But as you pursue your mission, you will find yourself drawn into the struggles of the people and tangled politics of this suffering land. Journey through enchanting lands and treacherous dungeons in a world brimming with enemies and bosses that will test both of your strategy and combat prowess. With multiple difficulty settings, you can tailor the experience to suit your style, whether you're drawn to the story or crave challenging combat. Gather resources, prepare meals, upgrade your equipment, and even build your own home as the world continues to evolve around you. Experiment with different builds and approaches to discover what works best for you. Combat demands deliberation and strategy. Every encounter with grotesque creatures, enemy soldiers, and brutal bosses feels weighty and intense, like an epic duel where one mistake can be costly. Each weapon has its own distinct feel with unique weight, speed, and movesets. Enhance your weapons with runes, craft rare armor, and develop character builds that matches your preferred fighting style. It's a combat system that rewards mastery and makes every victory feels earned. Get no rest for the wicked with a discount rate of 30%, priced at 28 USD. With a lot of features to explore, your hard-earned cash is simply worth every penny. Set 800 years before the events of Dungeon Fighter Online, the first Berserker Kazan takes you on a brutal journey across the continent of Arad. You'll step into the boots of General Kazan and uncover his untold story, a tale of betrayal, survival, and vengeance. Face off against unforgettable bosses, each with distinct attack patterns, exploitable weaknesses, and unique abilities. These encounters demand strategic thinking, precise timing, and solid grasp of the game's deep combat system. You'll need to adapt quickly and learn each battle if you want to survive. Unlock a variety of unique skills using skill points and unleash Kazan's inner berserker to harness his full potential. Stack different abilities to discover devastating attack combos or boost your survivability during the toughest boss fights. As you progress, you will collect an arsenal of weapons and gear. Equip complete sets to unlock powerful attributes and special skills that can shape the momentum of battle. Or mix and match pieces to create a personalized loadout that fits your playstyle perfectly. The first Berserker Kazan is one of my favorite Soulslikes of 2025 hands down. And now it is time for you to experience this game. With more than 70 hours of content and great overall production, a 42 USD price tag with a discount rate of 30% is more than worth it. Set in Japan during the year 1600, Neo follows the journey of William Adams, an Irish samurai navigating a land torn by war and supernatural forces. As William Adams, you will undertake missions through diverse, enclosed environments filled with both human adversaries and yokais, terrifying supernatural beings drawn from Japanese folklore. Each mission is self-contained with multiple routes to explore, selected from a menu rather than accessed through an open world. This structure keeps the focus tight and keeps the pacing deliberate as you uncover the mysteries of this dark and dangerous era. Combat is fast-paced and intense, blending hack and slash action with strategic depth. Well, of course, William can attack, block, run, dodge, and sprint, but every action drains his key stamina bar, so managing your energy is crucial for survival. William wields a variety of melee weapons, including single and dual swords, axes, pole arms, and kusarigama, each growing stronger and more effective the more you use them. He also has access to ranged weapons like bows, rifles, and hand cannons, or tactical advantages at a distance. What sets Neo apart is its dynamic stance system. You can switch between 3 combat stances on the fly, each offering distinct advantages, and each stance consumes different amounts of ki depending on attack strength, adding another layer of strategy to every encounter. Neo 3 will be released in February next year, so this is the best time for you to experience the first and second installments. Get the complete edition with all of the expansions for Neo 1 for a whopping 9.99 USD, while Neo 2 Complete Edition is on sale as well under a 19.99 USD price tag. Lies of P is one of my absolute Souls-like of all time, and in this title, you're a puppet created by Geppetto, caught in a web of lies with incredible monsters and trustworthy figures standing between you and the truth about what happened to the world. A mysterious voice awakens you and guides you through the plague city of Krat, once a vibrant place, now poisoned by madness and bloodlust. In this Souls-like nightmare, you will need to adapt yourself and your weapons to face untold horrors, unravel the dark secrets of the city's elites, and decide whether to face your challenges with truth or lies as you search for your true identity. Combat centers around melee weapons and Legion arms, specializes tools that include things like a grappling hook. The weapon system is modular and unique, and every weapon except boss weapons has a blade and a handle that you can upgrade and mix and match with other components. When you combine different parts, your weapon gains a powerful ability called Fable Arts that activates once you fill up its bar during combat. This encourages you to experiment and build weapons that fit your playstyle. Hotel Krat is your home base where you can get new weapons, upgrade them, and access other activities as you progress. You will spend Ergo, which is the main game currency, to buy items and level up P by putting points into Vitality, Vigor, and other stats. There's also a skill tree that unlocks gradually as you collect quartz from shops or by taking down bosses and mini-bosses. This gives you plenty of freedom to shape P's abilities however you want. Lies of P is one of the celebrated Souls-like titles in the space, and you can get the base game and the recent expansion in a bundle with a price tag of 60 USD. If you are an action game enthusiast, there is no way that you miss Stellar Blade, especially the super stellar achievements that this game achieved on both PlayStation and Steam platforms. And yes, this game is a full-blooded Souls-like inspired by the great Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. The future of humanity hangs by a thread, and Earth has been ravaged by strange, powerful creatures, forcing what's left of the human race to flee to a colony in outer space. After traveling from the colony, Eve arrives from the desolate remains of our planet with one mission: save humanity by reclaiming Earth from the Nighttiba, which is a malevolent force that destroyed it. You will engage in lightning-fast combat as you slash your way through Earth's ruins and various locales, unleash graceful yet brutal combos, unlock new moves and weapon upgrades, and face epic boss fights that will test both of your reflexes and strategy. The combat system is all about reading enemy attack patterns and countering with perfect timing. Eve has a beta gauge that fills up when you successfully parry and dodge attacks. You can spend this gauge on skills like piercing through super armor and interrupting enemy combos. She also has a burst gauge that builds through consecutive parries and combos. Once it's full, you can activate powerful buffs and unleash devastating attacks that can turn the tide of battle. I, for one, have seen the great experiences that this game can offer, so it is time for you to experience the game yourself. Get all of the latest DLC expansions and the base game for just 64 USD at a 20% discount rate. I firmly believe that right up to this day, nothing beats the intricacy, execution, and production of the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice combat. Its masterful combat mechanics are indeed one of a kind, mastering the art of parrying, countering, and great finishing tactics. In Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you are a one-armed wolf, a disgraced and disfigured warrior pulled back from the brink of death, bound to protect a young lord descended from an ancient bloodline. You become the target of countless vicious enemies, including the dangerous Ashina clan. When the young lord is captured, nothing will stop you on your perilous quest to regain your honor, not even death itself. You will explore late 1500s Sengoku Japan, a brutal period of constant conflict where life and death hangs in the balance. Face off against larger-than-life foes in a dark and twisted world, unleashing an arsenal of deadly prosthetic tools and powerful ninja abilities as you blend stealth, vertical traversal, and visceral head-to-head combat in bloody confrontations. The game features gear upgrading, special abilities through your prosthetic arm, a skill tree, and limited ability customization. But combat in Sekiro works differently than most games. Instead of chipping away at enemies' health, you will use your katana to break their posture and balance by attacking and deflecting their strikes. Keep the pressure on and deflect precisely, and you will eventually create an opening for a single, devastating killing blow. I personally have 300 hours worth of Sekiro playtime under my belt, and I can ask for more. And if you are up for the challenge, get it today for just 30 USD with a heavily discount rate of 50%. Unless you are living under a rock or in a cave far away from civilization, there is no way that you haven't heard about Elden Ring. God tier from Software's most ambitious project yet, an award-winning Souls-like game that offers thousands of hours of experience. Elden Ring takes place in the lands between, a vast realm ruled by demigods. It was once governed by the immortal Queen Marika, keeper of the Elden Ring, a powerful force that manifested as the physical concept of order itself. When Marika shattered the Elden Ring and vanished, her demigod children went to war over its fragments in a cataclysmic event known as the Shattering. The lands between spans a massive continent where magnificent open fields and sprawling dungeons with complex three-dimensional designs connect seamlessly. As you explore, you will discover unknown threats and overwhelming challenges at every turn. Beyond customizing your character's appearance, there are countless of ways to combine weapons, armors, consumables, and magic. You can develop your character to match your preferred playstyle, whether that's bold physical combat, tactical spell casting, or the subtle art of stealth. You'll find the gear that supports your approach. Combat in Elden Ring is simple to learn but offers hidden depths for those who seek mastery. As you journey to become the Elden Lord, you will need to balance aggression with defense, wield diverse arsenal of weapons, spells, and summons, and perfect your timing to exploit your opponent's weaknesses. While I covered Elden Ring on this channel and have 2,000 hours worth of experience just from the base game alone, experimented and released dozens of character builds, but even with these hours, I barely scratched the surface. But what if you include all of the Shadows of the Erdreath content? You are simply set for a very long time if you are into character building. Get the base game with a whopping 30% discount rate with a price tag of $39 USD, and your hard-earned cash will worth every penny. But what if you want to know the best action role-playing games currently? This video will show you everything you need to know, so click on it and I will catch you on the next one.